everybody, Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip Dad is his channel. Very, very, very special announcement today. Who's this?
Reagan Bates with Reagan Bates.
And we have a special announcement. This one is into creating stories. She's thinking about someday being an author. She likes writing stories and creating stories. She also likes fan fiction, and she loves Star Wars. So we've been talking about an outlet for that. And oh my goodness, is she excited about The Mandalorian being out and Disney Plus being out. She's a big Star Wars nut. Yes?
Yes, very true. And not as big as you as a football nut.
Touchdown!
Very nice.
But so we've been talking about a bunch of ideas that she's had, some ideas that I've had, and she came up with a great idea the other day for a talk show. What I would call a podcast, what could be a live stream, what could be a video, but me and her talking about what?
We were talking about The Mandalorian.
Star Wars in general, though, right?
Exactly, Star Wars in
The
general.
idea for this show, you told me, is to talk about Star Wars. So once a week, is that what you decided?
Yeah, once before Friday.
Once every week?
Yeah.
So about once every week, we're going to jump on and talk about Star Wars. So The Mandalorian is a weekly show right now, so that'll be perfect. But then we've got all of the Star Wars, all 9 movies once the 9th one comes out, and the Clone Wars and Rebels. What's your favorite out of all of it? Is it the Clone Wars? Is it Rebels? Is it the basic movies, the 6, 7, 8, 9? Is it 4, 5, 6, Star Wars, Empire Strikes, Return of the Jedi? Is it the books that you've had and played with and checked out? Is it the comics you've read? Is it what genre of Star Wars is your favorite?
Well, I'm really into all of it. I really love the Star Wars The Last Jedi, The Empire Strikes Back, The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels. I also really love The Mandalorian. Like, it is amazing.
And that's kind of where I wanted to go with this. I'm a Star Wars nut. I have been. I was around in 77. Don't call me old. Rude. I was around in 77. I saw the original Star Wars in 77. I've been a fan since 77. Never stopped being a fan, and I didn't even know what Mandalorians were. I knew who Boba Fett was, and then I knew who Jango Fett was. But this one started talking about Mandalorians. And at one point, Mandalorians were like your jam. Like, you talked about Mandalorians a lot for a while.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what she was talking about. I didn't even know it was a Star Wars thing at first. And then it became clear it was a Star Wars thing. I had to ask her. She's very into Mandalorians. And then I remember about a year ago or so, I told you there was going to be a show called The Mandalorian. You were pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
What is it about Mandalorians that you love so much?
Well, honestly, thanks to the Clone Wars show on Disney Plus, I've been able to learn a lot about them.
Well, you watched the Clone Wars before it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but they took it off on Netflix.
But you watched the Clone Wars on Netflix.
Yeah.
So you learned about the Mandalorians on the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Why do you love them so much?
Honestly, because it proves that if enough people work together, they can survive anything. You see, in the Clone Wars, a Sith, he tries to take over Mandalore, and the Mandalorians, they band together, were able to get rid of him, and they were able to survive.
So I don't know what she's talking about. I've not seen the Clone Wars. That's not totally true. I watched the first episode of the Clone Wars just a couple days ago on Disney Plus. So to wrap this up in a bow, her idea has become, we're going to do a weekly show. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll go forever. Maybe it'll go for 2 weeks. We'll see how much she likes it and how much you like it. I'm thinking podcast style, me and her just talking, me asking her questions, her riffing on what she's really excited about. At first, of course, we'll be watching The Mandalorian every Friday, so we'll obviously be talking about that. So episode 1, the next episode 2, I suppose, will be about the first Mandalorian episode, and the next one will be about the second Mandalorian episode, but we'll have a different topic. Maybe eventually it'll be Star Wars. Certainly it'll be episode 9 here in December. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want it to be one episode that explains why we like one part of Star Wars, and the next, and the next, and the next.
And then maybe one week we'll talk about our favorite villains, or maybe we'll talk about our favorite Mandalorians, or whatever. We'll keep it on Star Wars topic. And we had a pretty cool idea about the name. What do you guys think about this name she came up with?
I am thinking about calling it I Have Spoken.
I Have Spoken, because Nick Nolte's character says, "I have spoken," and we love it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I actually saw somebody make some art on that character, and it said, "I have spoken" in the Doug's Bunny. That's all, folks. Maybe I'll post it in one of our... Well, I mean, it's not mine. I didn't make it. I'll have to figure out if I can show you that. But it was pretty funny, and we had that talk, and I think "I Have Spoken" is a great idea for a Star Wars talk show. So that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
And we'll try it once a week. If she continues to like it and you guys like it, we'll keep doing it. We'll start it on my channel, just because. But if it goes good, we'll certainly put it on her channel. And I think we're going to make this a podcast too, so we'll put it out that way. Did we tell them what we wanted to tell them?
Yeah, we pretty much covered everything.
So this is episode 1 of
I Have Spoken.
Episode 2 on the way, and it'll be about episode 1 of The Mandalorian, which if you haven't seen yet, get out and watch. It is amazing. As we filmed this, episode 2 came out a couple days ago. It's Monday now, and Friday was its premiere. So week 3 is this Friday. So we'll be a little behind, I suppose, but I just think it's going to be a lot of fun talking with her about Star Wars. And if you're into that too, come along. It's going to be a fun thing for Daddy. It's going to be a fun thing for Reagan. And we hope it's going to be a fun thing for you. So did we announce it correctly? Is that what you wanted to tell people?
Yes.
She was really excited. She wanted to tell you guys this last night, but Daddy was pretty busy with other YouTubing things. So we got home from work. It's Monday as we film this. Just walked in the door, took off my shirt, put on my sweatshirt, and boom. Here we are telling you about I Have Spoken, the new Star Wars live stream, video, podcast, maybe all of those things, we're not sure, coming from Reagan and me. Anything you want to tell them to end the video?
One slight detail we should mention.
Okay, here we go.
We are going to be reviewing all the episodes of The Mandalorian. So if you haven't seen the episodes, there might be spoilers, so be careful.
And
don't want to spoil anything.
I kind of like that we're going to be like a couple of weeks behind, because then we can say in the beginning, like on the next episode, we're going to say, now we're going to talk about what we saw in episode 1. So if you haven't seen it yet, get on, right?
Exactly.
That'll be the thing we'll do. I think that's good, because like I don't mind having a show right after, like on Friday night after we watch The Mandalorian. We could do it, I suppose, but then we'd be at risk of spoiling it for people.
We could maybe do it the next day.
I think that we could talk about Star Wars today and say Mandalorian episode 1 for a week or 2 from now.
As long as we do it in the correct order, it doesn't matter how many videos we put out.
We'll do it in whatever order you want. What do you think?
I think this is a great idea, and I just want to say to all of you, the Force will be with you always.
We didn't even practice that. That was pretty good. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever, and have a
Distastic and Doitastic day.
Thanks for watching. Check out her channel too. This show will be on my channel in the beginning till we get some viewership, but then we'll probably put it on yours unless you don't want to. Of course, we didn't talk about that yet. That's all for now. Have the best day ever. May the Force be with you.
Always.
Bye for now.